And so you guys go and you launch and you kind of took the world by storm, right? In terms of you really hit marketing and the affiliate programs and all of that in a kind of a big way. Maybe talk through a little bit, once you guys had built the product, what were those things that you did to kind of get the word out and really start driving adoption?
Very good question. Actually, it's one of the questions I haven't talked about so much. I think what we very original stage that early stage that we did sort of something that changed the industry is how affiliation system works. So when we launched the Bitcoin perpetual contract in December 2018, after about 3 months, there wasn't so much volume and interest coming in. We realized we need to focus on really getting people to know our product. So this is again based on my previous FX knowledge, which is very developed in the affiliation system and program. We looked at the competition across board. There was BitMEX, OKEX, and even Binance. The affiliation is more of a referral program. It's a very simple page with your link, and that's it. So, and then we sort of talked to all of the KOLs at the time, YouTubers, Twitter guys, and across all over the globe. And their feedback was that their main source of income was mainly from a shout out. Well, I give you a shout out, I charge you, $200 and this type of deal. I realized, well, they could be making so much money and utilizing their conversion and their traffic by simply working on an affiliation deal. But they couldn't do so because the data was not there. The data was not transparent. They could not analyze their action. So what we did is we basically built a affiliate CRM for them to be able to at least see, they can create different campaigns. So for you, Pomp, you can create a YouTube campaign, a Twitter campaign. With different campaign, you can use different links. With different links, we give you all the chartings, all the clicks, how many conversions, how much traffic was coming in. So in a way, you can start to see they testing their behavior. So they could be saying, Bybit, check out Bybit, it's no overload. And then they leave it for a week. And the next one, they could say, check out Bybit, there is no KYC, for example. So whichever link has more traffic, they will be pushing that link more and then sort of really develop their whole energy into promoting an exchange. So after we launched that, and along with that, there was also a spike in price movement in April 2019. That really gave us a huge, a lot of client acquisition. And you can start to see that what we changed is that from being charging shoutouts, affiliates are now fully being a Bybit promoter and actually can earn income. So this is the way we originally started how people get to know them. But obviously, once you get people to know them, retention is the key. It is to actually have a solid product so that clients try you and they like you, they stay. So we actually have one of the highest retention in the industry. We have, I think, almost 60%. So every 10 people who register Bybit would end up making deposit at least 60% of them. So this is because our product is user friendly, it's built for retail, and they can find us 24/7 for customer support, all of that whole package. So in the end, it is the whole package. But in the beginning, this is what we did to get the initial ball rolling. Yeah.
And I think one of the other things that I've heard people talk about with Bybit is not only was it really built for an analytics standpoint around the affiliate program, but also the way that you compensated people in that affiliate program was kind of unique. And so I've heard a lot of people come to me and say, hey, look, like I make more money with Bybit than any other exchange that I work with. Maybe talk a little bit just about that compensation structure and how you guys thought about that and built it.
The compensation is rather simple, but people, I guess once you give them full data transparency, we don't give them the client information, of course, but they can actually see that if a UID is registered, because the UID is an internal Bybit number, so there's nothing conflict about that. They can see a UID registered, how much it's been traded, either it's taker volume or maker volume, and then how much commission they've been made from that client. And if they create different campaign, they can actually target, let's say if I'm in the Signal group, I can see the ROI on my Signal group, or versus the on my Discord group, let's say. So with the data transparency, it gives a lot of affiliates ideas that they can make more and all that. But I believe true, they probably could make more because the product, the retention, all of that. In terms of payment, we just give them a cut on the fees we collected. So we charge our clients a taker fee of 7.5 bips, which is same as is the industry standard. And we also give a rebate on whoever providing us liquidity by giving a 2.5 bips rebate on the maker volume. And the affiliates would share that taker volume fees. Another reason is because the platform is overall built for retail. A lot of retail clients tend to use a taker strategy. So that is why if they compare with, let's say, BitMEX or FTX, maybe FTX has a lot of quants or API traders, which can be a lot of maker volume. So I guess that whole thing we built for a retail, and they have retail audience. That's what makes Bybit is very good for conversion. So I don't think it's the actual payment structure, but it's the product is built for their clients. So they have a better conversion. In the end, they get better paid for the commission. Yeah.